because that's what acne does. It discourages you, it demotivates you, you don't want to go out, you want to be locked indoors. Maybe it's something bigger than me. I'll show you how it looks like on an everyday basis, me scratching my skin like that. And it really scared me because I'm like, I'm peeling my skin. I might have used morning after pill once in a while when accidents do happen. Anyway, that's that, child. I'll talk about this after my first child. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're a returning subscriber, hey girl, hey dude, what's going, what's popping? And if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. We're trying to grow, and I am so sorry. I know I haven't uploaded for the past, I don't know, 3-4 weeks. And this is the reason. You can already see by the title that the girl has been going through the most, has been going through it. Remember a few vlogs back, I was like, oh, I'm breaking out. It was just a little bit of a breaking out, and then it ended up being this huge thing. And every time I'm going through that, I just don't want to go anywhere. I just want to be in the house. I want to be locked in. Thank the heavens that, because everything that I need to do, I can do it from home. I can do it from the laptop. I don't really need to go out there, but that's not the life that I want to live. I don't want to be depressed all the time. I don't want to be discouraged, because that's what acne does. It discourages you, it demotivates you. You don't want to go out. You want to be locked indoors. You don't want people to be staring at you, looking at you, and pinpointing whatever insecurities that you have. And in this case, acne breakouts are literally on your face. When you say hello to someone, when you open the door, even when I open the door for delivery packages, I just feel so insecure. I just feel like people are staring at me, as in, what is she struggling with? What's going on with her? What's that on her face? Oh my God, what kind of a disease is that? Should I stay away from her? Should I do it? You're constantly thinking these things, even if people might not be thinking those things, because maybe they've also been in this journey. Maybe they want to help, but they don't know you, but you're just constantly looking down on yourself and thinking so much. Even literally just going to the gym, like when I started having those big bumps, breakouts and stuff like that, I was like, you know what, I'm still gonna go to the gym because it's in the building anyway, and I will go to the gym. And the entire time, if there's anyone in there, I wouldn't even speak to anyone, say hi to no one, and I just feel like they're just looking at me. And I went there like once and then I stopped. Until now that there are no bumps, I still look terrible. Look at all of this, the hyperpigmentation that is left. I still look terrible, but I feel a little bit much better than when I really have the bumps, right? And you guys know that most of the time, or the 2 videos that I've posted about skincare before, I posted them when I was now doing better. And that's what you see most of the time on YouTube. People come and confess or testify what they've been going through, what they have used, how they've done it after they're healed, because now you feel a little bit comfortable, you feel a little bit confident to say, I can talk about it because now I'm healed. Yes, I went through this. I can show you the pictures, I can show you the videos, but I'm done with it, and this is how I went through. But this time around, I wanted to change things and say, you know what, let me go through this journey with my subscribers, not just to come when I'm now healed and smiling and confident. I'm like, let me go through this with you guys so that you guys see the vulnerability that comes with it, the depression that comes with it, how the stage really looks like, how do I really look like, how do I survive, how do I go about my day when I feel the way that I feel right now. And yes, it's not entirely the beginning stages, because the past 2 weeks when I was not uploading, I had pimples, I had bumps, I was scratching my face, hence why I still I have so much hyperpigmentation, because honestly, I cannot help it. The first few weeks when it's just starting in small bumps, you're like, okay, I'm not gonna touch it so that it doesn't get terrible, and then it just grows and grows anyway, whether you touch it or you don't touch it, touch your face, it just grows. And then when it gets to the stages where the acne is starting to heal and your skin is layering off, you have that dead skin on your face, I just start chipping. and chipping. I don't know if it's nice or like I just can't help it. Like it's just so difficult for me. I know I shouldn't do it, but it's so hard. I thought about putting something on my head so that I don't touch my face. My husband is constantly saying, do not touch your face, stop scratching your face, stop. I will literally scratch. I'll be there like, hence why I have this dark marks left. And I've been in this round so many times now that I should know better and I should do better, but I still don't do better like Eve. But anyway, yes, I wanted to go through this journey with you guys so that you can see everything and tell you everything, and keep on updating you guys as the weeks go on as to what did I do, how did I get rid of it, and what really helped and stuff like that. And also to answer the question of, am I still using the products that I talked about on my previous skincare videos or not, which are the Cerave and the Ordinary products, most of them. This is not the first time that I'm having such a breakout. I think after those skincare videos that are still on my channel, I think it was 2 years ago, I had about 3 breakouts. I think 3 or 4 breakouts similar to this, because when I break out, it's just terrible. Like, it's not like a mini breakout and then that's it. Okay, in May I had a mini breakout, but it didn't get too worse, but it was still horrible. It didn't go all the way to my neck like now, but it was still horrible. I've had like terrible ones. Like, what happens is I'll get a breakout, then I'll work on it, sort of thinking I'm healing, like I'm no longer gonna get this. And then when I get to the stages where I feel like, okay, the products have done what they needed to do, now it's just to do the extras to make sure that I have a really glowing skin and I don't really see the spots on my face. Because what will happen is I will heal, that this whole hyperpigmentation will finish, and then I'll just be left with like less visible spots. I will still see the spots, but they'll just be less visible, and I'll get to a point where I feel like, okay, these products are not doing anything extra. Maybe I should go to a hospital, maybe I should do a chemical peel, maybe I should do something just so my skin literally gets back to that baby balm skin. You get what I'm saying? And then when I'm at that point, I'm excited and stuff, then I have another breakout. It's like I'll stay 8 months, everything is fine, and then comes a breakout. Then I have to go through the journey of healing the breakout for 3 months, and then after that 3 months, I'm okay, I'm living well, I can go out, I'm smiling, I'm like, yes, my skin, I don't feel like putting on makeup, and you know. And then all of a sudden another breakout comes, and then I'll just go through that whole thing. Yes, I know, I haven't seen a dermatologist ever since. Why? Because remember, when I started having these breakouts, I was in China, and I just felt like the Chinese do not understand the melanin skin, and I felt like I don't want to be in a position where they recommend West stuff, or I use things that are not working for my skin, yet I'm injecting them into my skin. If you know me, okay, let me confess, I just hate the hospital. I don't like going to the hospital. The only time I go to the hospital is when I feel like I am dying. Like, I have taken the pills from the pharmacy, I've taken the traditional medicine like the gingers or whatever, and it's just not working. That's when I resort to going to the hospital, because I'm like, maybe it's something bigger than me. But otherwise, I literally hate going to the hospitals. And I've been telling myself that this year I want to take my self-care even more deeper, because we do the self-care, like go for a massage, clean your face, clean your house and stuff, but how about the internal? You get what I'm saying? I know, I'm ashamed to say I don't really see gynecologists like that. I don't go to the hospital unless something is wrong. I just have that mindset to say, if it's not damaged, why fix it? If it's not broken, why fix it? I've never really been the person to like makeup. Even before, when I was in uni, I remember this girl asked me to be like, you never really put on makeup, do you? I was like, no, I don't see the point of putting on makeup. thank the heavens, God has just made me beautiful the way that I am, and I just never really understood why people put on so much heavy makeup, except on occasions, like when I just want to feel like, not on an everyday basis. You get what I'm saying? Every day I just want to be comfortable, no makeup, no touching, no nothing. That's just me. But when I started having breakouts, that's when I saw the importance of makeup. Yes, there are so many uses of makeup, beautify yourself, art, craft, whatever the case is. But for me, it was literally to hide my insecurities, being acne or hyperpigmentation, blemishes, and stuff like that. That's when I started getting into makeup. Otherwise, if my skin is perfect, child, I don't even need to learn how to do makeup, because the only time that I'll be using makeup is like on birthday or whatever special dinner, and I can hire someone to do that. Now imagine when you have to hire someone every time you go out. It's inconvenience. You know the gist. So that's why I ended up sort of like getting into it. I'm not into makeup like that, hence why I just go out looking like this sometimes, because I'm just like, it's a lot of time. I'm late to a lot of things without having to put on makeup. Now imagine having to add 1 hour, 2 hours of doing my makeup on top of the, I just feel like it's time consuming. It's not an art that I'm passionate about. It's just not me. It's fun sitting here, feeling cute, wearing your gown, having your makeup laid, but it's just time consuming. It's time that I would rather dedicate to something else. But here we are, okay? I think I lost my train of thought. But yeah, I don't like going to hospitals. I've never been or seen a dermatologist because I was in China and I just felt like they wouldn't understand. And now I'm in Dubai, I still feel like there are women of color here, but I don't know. I would prefer to go to a black doctor, a doctor who really understands melanin skin, even though some of the recommendations about these products, I got to use them and to trust them, to research on them after watching someone who's not black. I think that lady's Middle East, she's from the Middle East or something, but she looked like she was really knowledgeable about what she was talking about. I took her advice and it really worked for me. But I have decided now that I am going to see a dermatologist next month. I know you guys are like, why are you not going out? I'll go. I'm gonna go next month. And as I was saying, I'm trying to take better care of myself, not only for acne. I want to start going see, to check my teeth, check my eyes, check a gynecologist. Gynecologist is important because I'm on that stage where I'm now starting to think about having babies. Before, people were telling me a lot of things, say, hey, you need to have a child, you've been married now, this and this, or people assuming the worst about why I don't have a child already, having been married for 4 years. I don't care. It's just our preferences in our marriage. I knew when I would start thinking about babies, like the age that I would start thinking about babies, regardless of when I got married. And now I'm really starting to consider it. I'm 28 years of age now, so I'm like, maybe this is the time, this should be, so it's also for those reasons, and also because I feel like maybe it's something from the inside why I keep on having this acne breakouts, because I do believe that I have what is called hormonal acne. We'll get into that for a bit. Another reason is I didn't want to go to the hospital and then they prescribe medication, either pills or whatnot. I'm one person who doesn't like to take pills, whether it's vitamins or, I'm just like, if you want energy, get up, run at the gym, get the energy that you need, drink coffee, put ginger, put lemon, it's enough. Like whatever pills that people prescribe, I'm just not that girl. Yes, I'm old school or ignorant like that, but I want to be honest, I'm starting to entertain those things because I do feel like they can help. Hence why I'm like, okay, if I go see a dermatologist and they prescribe pills or whatever, injection, I might consider it, because I honestly don't like how I look right now. I don't like how it makes me feel. and just locking yourself in the house, you feel lazy, you feel tired, you're not energy, you're just not yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like last week I was editing our wedding anniversary pictures. I was making a reel for that, and I was looking at my skin on our honeymoon vlog, and I kept on saying, baby, look at my skin, look how my skin is. When I watch TV, the first thing that I recognize is somebody's skin. When somebody says hello, it's because it's something that I'm very insecure about. And to be honest, I was gonna come here and put on makeup and talk about something else. Like I wasn't gonna touch on skin. When I started this YouTube channel, I did not want to do a skincare video. No matter how people grow and start, it wasn't my passion. One thing about me, something can be really great, but if I'm not passionate about that thing, if I don't really indulge like that, or if I'm not, how should I put it? I wanna put my energy in things that I like, in things that I enjoy, in things that I don't feel like I have to go to work to do. You get what I'm saying? But I'm starting to accept that this is my real life, because before I was just like, okay, this is a season of skincare breakout. It's gonna go and then I'm gonna move on with my life. Hence why I put only 2 videos and then I moved on. I didn't want to answer any questions about skins because I'm not in there, I'm not educated in that, and it was just a phase. I'm moving on. And this channel was never gonna be about skincare. So many people have said, do a skincare video, do this, do that, and I just listened and then I moved on. But now I'm like, this is my life, and if it's my life, then I am going to show you the reality of me. Yes, it took courage for me to get here. I had to speak to myself. I had to speak to my husband, and to be honest, I watched one video and that lady motivated me into say, look, if this is your life, then show your life. I was really going to come here, put on makeup and talk about something else. My next video, I already have the notes about the video that I initially wanted to do, and that video was about the new rules of Dubai visa, because they recently have those new rules. Things are not really the same, some things have changed, and I wanted to educate people on that. But then just the day before, I was just like, scratch that. You want to be real on YouTube? Then put yourself out there, expose yourself. In that way, I wouldn't have to feel like I can't film and upload it YouTube, hence becoming inconsistent. Or I wouldn't feel like I have to put on makeup for me to talk to you. Like I don't put on makeup on an everyday basis. I'll be giving you updates. If I try new products, I'll try them. Right now, you guys can see how I look like. I'll try to also insert pictures of the stages I went through, because I tried to take pictures, even though in my head I'm like, I'm not gonna do this video, but I'm like, just in case I change my mind, I'll try to insert if I still have. I'll also put picture of me scratching my face. Not really me scratching, but because when I scratch, I'll put like a tissue paper and then I'll scratch, put, scratch, put, scratch. I'll show you how it looks like on an everyday basis, me scratching my skin like that. And it really scared me, because I'm like, I'm peeling my skin, and there's what we call skin cancer, and that's something that I really do not want. So another reason why I'm like now resolving to going to see a dermatologist. Okay, done. You all already know how it makes me feel, what's been happening. And to be honest, that's the reason why I haven't uploaded on YouTube, and that's the reason why I haven't been really showing up on Instagram. That's the #1 reason. And obviously, I'm not gonna kill myself like that, even though it's very depressing. I just told myself, okay, when I go through these times where I cannot post on social media or upload YouTube videos, maybe it's time to like take time and reflect and be with myself. And I've been, you know, praying and just trying to think about ways of having a living that doesn't depend on my face, which is my brand. Like, what else can you do if at all this is your entire life? I do believe heavily that I have hormonal acne. Now, I have my phone here. I'm going to read to you guys a little bit, not too long, just short space for you guys to understand what exactly is hormonal acne and what causes it and whatever. So it says here, this is from Cleveland Clinic, it's just from online. Hormonal acne is when breakouts form in adulthood that could range from blackheads and whiteheads to painful cysts. Hormonal acne is linked to the overproduction of sebum, which is an oily substance in skin glands which clogs pores, leading to pimples. Though often unavoidable, hormonal acne can be treated to prevent future breakouts from forming. Hormonal acne is also known as adult acne. It affects adults between the ages of 20 and 50. Acne causes bumps on your face, shoulders, chest, and back in the following forms: pimples, which I had, I feel like now I'm healed, blackheads, whiteheads, and cysts. So hormonal acne is the direct result of excess sebum in oil glands. Hence why I am very oily. Honestly, like I can wake up, wash my face 8 a.m. and then not put on anything. By the time is 11 a.m. or 12, trust me, I'm oily. I am so oily. Even now, I'm sure I'm very shiny. Yes, I have put on my products and stuff like that, but I'm very, very oily. It's insane. I don't even need to put lotion, to be honest with you guys. I did put some lotion today, but I don't really need to put lotion. I mean, I do, but even if I don't get so pale. How common is hormonal acne? Acne is the most common skin condition in the US, I believe in the world. It affects nearly 80% of the population during their lifetime. About 50% of women in their 20s and 25% of women in their 40s get hormonal acne. Acne is caused by clogged pores. Hormonal acne develops when hormonal changes increase the amount of oil your skin produces. This oil interacts with bacteria on the pores of your skin where hair grows, hair follicles, and results in acne. Clogged pores are a result of excess sebum, an oily substance created from the sebaceous glands in the middle layer of your skin. It's also caused by dead skin cells and bacteria. Causes of hormonal acne that you can control: stress, lack of sleep. I do have stress in my life. Adulting is stressful, okay? And lack of sleep. This one, it doesn't affect because I sleep. I take my sleep very seriously. I make sure I sleep 8 hours. If I'm going to sleep at 3 a.m., trust and believe I count the hours and say, I'm going to wake up at this point in time, making sure that I've slept 8 hours. I'm not those kind of people where I have to kill myself for 6 hours, 5 hours, and then I'm not productive during the day. No, I'm going to sleep, okay? So another cause of hormonal acne that you can control: using hair and skincare products that aren't oil free or free of ingredients that won't clog pores. Causes for hormonal acne that you can't do anything about. Changing hormone levels in women, including around your period, irregular periods, during pregnancy, during menopause, or after discontinuing birth control. I don't use birth control. I might have used morning after pill once in a while when accidents do happen, but I don't use birth control at all. Like, it's insane how I've been so crazy. Like, I literally have a calendar. I've studied my body, and I did this, like, I started doing this 3 months before I got married, just so I am sure that I know my body and I know the times, the seasons, when I'm safe, when I need to protect, just so I wouldn't have to put injection in order for me to prevent. Like, I don't use any contraception except condomizing, except a condom. So I'm so crazy like that. Like, the day that I will show you guys, and this is gonna happen after I have a child. I'm not gonna tell you what I've been doing not to get pregnant until I have my first child, right? But I just wanted you guys to know that I am heavily, like, I I didn't want a child. Like, I didn't want a child or think about having a child until I was 28. I'm 28 now, and I'm starting to entertain that thought. And I think it just comes, like, ever since I turned 28, it started just coming naturally. Now it's not like so much of a scary thought, because I am scared of being pregnant. But this is the calendar. So we are in 2022 now. I think you guys can just see the 2022. I literally calculate. This was 2021. I have January to December of me calculating every month, and I'm always spot on. I know when I get my period. I know when I'm not getting my period. I know when I'm safe, when I'm not safe. This is 2020 monthly calendar, and this is 2019, and this is 2018. And you can see I started this July, and I got married like the white wedding, because we waited until the white wedding. We didn't do anything on the civilian day, because the civilian wedding was in August, but the wedding was in October. So I started in July, just so I prepare myself and to make sure that I do get my period at the time that I'm saying. Anyway, that's that, child. I'll talk about this after my first child and show you how I managed to not get pregnant while I don't really use contraceptives like that, like the pills and stuff. I just hate the thought of injecting or putting any foreign objects in my body like that, especially, like, you just never know how those things are gonna affect you. And it's when I was doing research and people were saying, oh, these have affected me like this, or I had a bad experience with UID, whatever that they use to put inside of you, and you can literally prevent yourself from getting pregnant without having to use all of those things. And that's what I have followed. Anyway, back to hormonal acne. What are the symptoms of hormonal acne? Acne causes lesions, damaged skin tissue that can become inflamed and be red, painful, or sore, which is very true. Like, when I have bumps on my face, like when you can see the bumps, because now I don't have bumps, I just have the hyperpigmentation left from scratching, where I feel like I am healed. So those is very painful. And lesions are most likely to appear on your cheeks, but many also appear in the following places: face, literally my whole face; neck, you can see this is the first time where it has really gone down to my neck. Before, it will just end here on my cheekbones. Back, I haven't experienced that. Shoulders, I haven't. Chest, I haven't experienced that yet. What can make hormonal acne worse? Stress. I do have a lot of stress, guys. I do, and I think this is what really affects my hormonal acne the most. And pollution, high humidity. I live in Dubai. How can I help it? Squeezing or picking at the blemishes. This is literally my downfall. Picking at my skin, scratching it. Like, I'm so aggressive, it's insane. Poor diet, specifically refined carbohydrates and sugars. Who doesn't like sugar? Okay, I think I've read enough. So this is why I self-diagnosed myself to say this is hormonal acne, but we'll see what the doctor says. I promise, guys, I'm gonna go to the hospital this time around because I am tired. It's tiring. It just takes you 10 steps back, or Now let's answer the question of, does this fabulous product of mine that I always rave about, that I always suggest to anyone who asks me about acne, still work? To be honest with you, I do think that they work, but I think that they are not really healing the acne, the root cause of acne. And they said on the research that usually it's unavoidable, but you can take some things to prevent future breakouts, right? So I don't think that these products prevent future breakouts, but when you do have a breakout, I feel like they speed the healing process, because every time I go through a breakout and then I use this product, I heal quicker than most people from what I've seen. Like literally it takes me 1.5 months and this will be gone, or 2 months, or 2.5, okay, maximum 2.5, but 2 months I'm already seeing a lot of change on my face, and you guys are going to get to see it this time around. Today, okay, I filmed this yesterday on the 14th of October, and today is the 15th. I was trying to edit the video and I noticed that I put the camera the wrong way. I put the front camera, yet I was supposed to use the back camera, so there's just sound, no video. You guys are not seeing anything, so I'm recording it again because you get to hear the whole gist on the next video. Okay, so yeah, I feel like this help on the outside most. They do say that it prevents from future breakouts, and I don't think that's the case, because I have had about 4 breakouts like this in 2 years, honey, and I'm not changing these products for now. I will try in the future, but at this point I'm just trying to get rid of this. Like, look at this, it looks terrible. Don't see me speaking with confidence right now, but it just chips on my confidence like nobody. I don't even want to pick up calls because I don't want anyone to invite me to go somewhere and then I feel bad about saying no, I cannot come, because people who have never experienced acne, they will never really understand what you're going through. Like, they feel like, girl, nobody cares about your acne, just wear your clothes, come out. But it's not as easy as that. Trust me, we are very insecure in this moment, at this point in time. So I do believe that they really do help. I won't change them that much, but since I'm going to be focusing more on skincare, I'm gonna be trying some product. Like maybe I will get dermatological products for a week and use them for a week and see how they affect my skin, how I like them, and move on to another product. But these are like my foundation. I still love them, I still recommend them. If you are trying to get rid of that hyperpigmentation that you're going through, I will honestly suggest that you continue to use Cerave products. What I've done, I haven't changed much, as I said, but I have reduced the number of products that I use at a time. Now my skincare is 7 products in the morning and 7 products in the evening. Not that it was an aim for me to make it 7. I just, like, when I was preparing for this video, I just noticed it's 7. I was like, oh, that's cool, right? So let me just show you this product. Again, I don't think that they healed the root cause, hence why I'm just gonna go to the dermatologist now, and hopefully I'll be having regular checkups, even though I feel like this take me to where I want to go. But now I don't want to have this breakout ever again. God, please hear this prayer. I don't want to have another acne breakout. This is the last, so I'm taking extra measures. Like, it's deep, guys, it's seriously deep. So I still use the Cerave foaming cleanser for normal to oily skin in the morning. This is the first one that I'll use, and then I'll go with the benzoyl peroxide 4%. I've talked about this product all the time. I don't change anything. I still think they work. And then in the evening I use one of them together with the Dermalogica Daily Microfoliant. So exfoliating daily. I like the feeling that this little powder leaves on your face after you wash. So it's either I use this in the evening or use this in the evening, however I feel that day. But in the morning I just use this to cleanse my face. Always double cleanse. I'm always double cleansing, and I didn't even want to do this, but I'm just doing it. And then, because somebody asked me a question to say, do you still use the Cerave product? I still do. And then after, obviously, I tone to balance your skin pH, whatever, because you know the cleansers, they're a little bit strong. So I tone with witch hazel. During these times I really use the witch hazel toner. It's very strong. I don't use it when I'm still having painful sores and bumps and like the pimples, the big ones. I don't use a toner at all. I know it sounds bad, but I noticed that when I stop using it when I'm having the big pimples, then I heal quicker. But if I continue to use it, I feel like it's so strong that it irritates the pimples, so they just keep on coming back. So I stop. It's only when I get to this point where there are no pimples at all, it's only hyperpigmentation left, that I start using it. And I start by just tapping with the cotton pad. I don't rub it, I tap, because again, it's the witch, okay, it's the wicked witch of hell. It's witch hazel. It's very strong, but that's the toner that I use when I'm going through this time. And then when my skin is getting better, that's when I can be playing around with the Dermalogica one, because I've used it, but I feel like when you are trying to get off those black blemishes or hyperpigmentation, this is your friend. I think it works really well. So I use it in the morning, I use it in the evening, and then I go with The Ordinary, my serums. At this point, I honestly think that you don't necessarily have to only use The Ordinary, but this is what again, if it's not broken, why change it? That's me. I'm like, I just stick with what works, you know. I just don't like stressing myself like that. So I use obviously niacinamide and the hyaluronic acid. I've talked about this a lot. It's still the same ones. I use them in the morning and in the evening, both of them in whatever sequence that I would prefer. And then in the evening, after these two, in the morning, I'll then go ahead with the moisturizing cream. It says it's for normal to dry skin, but I feel like you can still use it if you have oily skin. It's so good. I love it. Like, you can even use it on your body, and I always buy this big bucket because it lasts me longer. You can always also have like the traveling size one that I get from Amazon. Yeah, all these products that I'm gonna mention, I literally get them from Amazon. I don't know if I'm gonna link them. It's a lot of work, but I'll try to link them for you guys. Yeah, I think I'll do them. I get them from Amazon, except the SPFs. The SPFs, I get them from Sephora. And yeah, that's in the morning or afternoon routine. I use the moisturizer immediately after the serums. But at night, I will then use the Cerave Resurfacing Retinol Serum after using the other ordinary serums. I'll put the retinol. Retinol is important, but you can only use this retinol product at night, not in the afternoon. So yeah, I use this one at night, and then that's when I'll go with the Cerave moisturizing cream. And then after that, in the afternoon, I'll either use this Neutrogena Hydro Boost SPF 50 or use the Shiseido SPF 50. So I really like this one. It's almost getting finished now because it's very portable. You can put it in your bag, because you know you have to be using SPF throughout the whole day. You don't just put it in the morning and say I'm done. Like, at least twice in a day if you can do 3, because I forget sometimes. Sometimes I just use it once, but I try to put it twice in a day. And yeah, I can take it out with me, I can travel with it. I just love the product, and it's just okay on my skin. This one, I like it because it doesn't leave a white cast on my face, because I've tried other SPFs and they do leave a white cast. But the only thing is that it's so strong, it tends to, I don't know, evaporate into my eyes, and it's just so strong and it's painful. Like, it's something like you know, I don't know how to say it in English. The product just gets into your eyes. So when I use it, for example, this one is finishing and I'm forced to use this one, I just use it here on my cheeks, on my neck. I try to avoid the eye area right here. I just try to avoid that, because again, when it starts getting into your skin, you're just crying, and then it'll also collect on the corner of my eyes, and that's the only reason why I don't like it. But otherwise, it feels good on the screen. It's literally a moisturizer with SPF, so I use this too, but I really do prefer the Shiseido one, and I get this from Sephora. Now, what I've realized really does help or speeds up the process of getting rid of this hyperpigmentation is the Ordinary products. Now, this is not on my daily routine. I use this twice in a week. I've mentioned this before. You can see this one is finished. It's literally the same thing. So I'm now on this one, but this one I've been using it like before, not during acne. During acne, I don't use it. I mean, during the pimples, the painful sores, I don't use anything that is super duper strong. I try to avoid when I'm having the pimples. I only use it when I'm now feeling like I am healed, and I'm just trying to speed up the process of getting rid of this dark skin or this black blemishes. So I feel that this speeds up the process. There was a point in time where I had acne and I didn't use this for a long time, and the blemishes took so long to go away. And then when I finally remembered, oh, there's the peeling solution from The Ordinary, and then I used it, and then I started seeing progress so quickly. Yes, it's a little bit stingy. It stings when you're using it for the first time, but after the first, second time, you get used to it, child, and you're able to use it twice. You can decide to use it once in a week, but I want to heal, so I use it twice. So the peeling solution, and I think this is the #1 effect that helps you get rid of this quickly, then followed by the witch hazel toner. And then yeah, in between you can put on a mask, a facial mask and stuff, but that's all that I use, honestly. And yeah, what have I left? Honestly, I still feel like these products work perfectly fine for me, but I'm taking another step to like completely heal, so that you guys never ever see me like this, and we are going to be going through this vulnerable journey together. Again, it wasn't easy for me to sit down here and to record this video. I had to talk to myself. I just had to gather the courage to come and face you guys and say, yeah, this is why I'm not on social media that much. This is why I'm not uploading, but that is dead. So let's see what's gonna be my next excuse of not uploading, which we're gonna try by all means not to get there. Okay, thank you so much. If you're struggling with it, I almost forgot, guys, please, I live with myself every day. I go through this acne with myself every single day. I'm insecure about it. Before I have tried anything and everything that anybody recommended to me, and that is not good. Remember, everybody has their own journey. I'm not an expert in skincare. Obviously, it's very clear. I've been going through this for a very long time, so if I'm still struggling, so clearly I'm not an expert at it. Do whatever works best for you. Do your research, as cliche as it sounds, but I am not really open to suggestions of what I should use, what I shouldn't use if you're not a dermatologist. I will only listen to dermatologists, and I will also be looking at which dermatologists, like, do they understand my body or not, because there are horrible stories of people being misdiagnosed because the doctor just didn't understand you as a human being. I don't know if you guys watch Owami Hlongwane. She talked about being misdiagnosed by a Caucasian doctor, talking about we need to remove your womb because this is really affecting yourself. And had she not sought second opinion from a black doctor, she said she went to a Congolese doctor who said, no, we don't need to remove your womb, you just have fibroids and we're just gonna have surgery and remove that. And now she still has her womb. Now imagine so these are the things that are on my mind, to say I don't want to be misdiagnosed for something that I really don't have. This is why I'm very careful to going to see doctors. Like, honestly, I pray that I do find a black doctor. Nothing against Caucasian doctors. If I can find a Caucasian doctor or another doctor from another tribe who's not black, who is really good and sound like they understand what they're talking about, I'll still be open to it. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's God who heals, it's God who orchestrates everything, it's God who controls every single thing. It's not in the hands of doctors. Okay, so yeah, I'm just careful about little things like that. So when I have stories hear stories like that, I'm a little bit very careful. So yeah, I will be taking I'll be taking less advice. I don't want to take any of it. Let's just be honest. I just don't want to hear it like, oh, maybe it's because of this, oh, maybe you need to try this. Please keep it to yourself, just for respect's sake. I wouldn't really want to feel judged or feel like everybody now is a doctor of skincare, because I go through that in a daily basis. Even if you are a friend of mine, just respect. Just if you are shocked at how I look, perfectly fine, I understand that, but let it end there. Let it not go to go see this, do this, eat, put Colgate on your face. Like, people will recommend crazy stuff. Okay, let me just see a doctor and I'll give you an update of what the dermatologist said, and we can take it from there. If you're a dermatologist, obviously I would definitely respect your opinion, but if you've been to any doctor and they've really helped you with your skin in Dubai, do let me know and I would definitely check them out. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I know I was rambling, I know I talk so much. I always try to keep these videos to 15 minutes, but they just end up being super duper long. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss on my next update. I promise to be consistent this time around, and enjoy your day, enjoy your week. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.